Welcome back everybody to Forza Motorsport. So we're moving on to the Power Tour just because I want to try out a championship that has cars in it that I actually enjoy driving. Not that I hated the previous two championships in terms of the cars that I had a choice from, but I'm definitely more of a muscle car fan than a modern sports car or a modern hatchback fan. So yeah, let's see what this has got in store for us and what we're going to be able to drive in.
Introduced in the 1960s, the Mustang, Camaro and Challenger sparked a fiery debate as the rich, muscular V8 package was superior in the street and track. A debate that reignited 40 years later when GM and Dodge reimagined their Camaro and Challenger to once again deliver that familiar, chest-compressing acceleration to compete against the contemporary Mustang. With all three modern classics retaining their old-school, ground-pounding intensity, the debate can finally be settled here and now.
Well, it's certainly not the Challenger. That is no track-orientated vehicle whatsoever. The Camaro probably is the best of the three in terms of handling because it's based on the Monaro, and therefore it has independent suspension all round. Whereas I think even the 2018 Ford Mustang had a live axle maybe at the rear still. Certainly did in the previous years to that. So yeah, we're gonna go with the Camaro just because it's my favourite of the three. I'm not sure if it's the most powerful 455. Yeah, the Challenger's got 470, which you can see it weighs a lot more than we do. So yeah, that extra 15 horsepower and 15 pounds-feet of torque from its slightly larger engine is certainly not going to do it much favours. And the Mustang has 5 extra horsepower, 35 less pounds-feet of torque, but as you can see, it also weighs more. So yeah, gonna go for the Camaro. What's the stats like? 2.8 handling, 2.8 braking. Way worse handling on the Challenger, although the braking isn't much worse. Acceleration is better though. And yeah, the Mustang worse in terms of braking and handling, and also in terms of acceleration as well. So yeah, let's buy the Camaro. Colour do we want it in? Yellow. I like it in red. We'll go for red. Don't think we've had a red car in one of these championships yet, so let's see what this monster can do. Right, so we're on Grand Oak Raceway first for 5. Didn't say actually how many laps. I thought that 5 was how many laps it was, but regardless, let's see what we can do. I just want to see what the car can do in its stock form first, so we'll just leave it stock for now. It's certainly plenty capable of a car, even in this form. So yeah, see what we can do in stock, and then we'll slowly upgrade it from there.
Gambler will test you, because if you're precise, you won't need to use any brake before you turn into
It still does not let you skip over this practice laps, which I do not need. Familiarise myself with a car plenty quick enough without the need for going around several laps. Right, let's get into this race, see what happens. So we're not the only Camaro here. Come on. This is the worst part. One of the worst parts of this game is just the constant faff and waiting around. Staying 12th just for now. Do not need 15 laps worth of fuel, that's for sure. We'll go with 7 just to play it safe. Right, let's finally get into a race. Love the sound of the V8 on this. Yeah, not very many people have gone for the Challenger, which is no surprise. I love the Z28 version of this car. It's a much larger engine, not much extra in the way of power, because more about handling and the braking, and yet it's just so glorious in terms of that. V8 Tower of Power. This for me is the one that gets just about everything right in terms of being a modern muscle car with classic design and the like, because yes, it looks apart, but it also, you know, handles and performs like a modern car. It just doesn't look like a classic that has, you know, is modern made, as it were. It's not just looking great, but it's also, you know, got the suspension, the brakes, the tyres, the engine, the straight line performance, and the handling just to all match the looks. So it's not a car that, you know, can only look great, but it also drives great as well. See. Slight bit of off-roading there, but got away with it just. Oh dear. That we won't get away with. Yeah.
Total time penalty is about half a second. 3 more.
It's a little bit too much speed there. These kind of cars though, they just for some reason encourage Larry driving. Come on, catch the Mustang, which may or may not have more upgrades than we do. Let's get this corner right this time. Drag race. Yeah, just got to the first place position before crossing the line there. That would have been an incredibly close finish if it was the last lap. It's not. Chevrolet have definitely shown that they can make the better performing in terms of handling, especially muscle car. Because you look at the ZL1 as well as the 1LE version of that car as well. It's superb in terms of handling. And obviously the Z28 is pretty good, and even this base model is pretty cracking as well. Whereas with the likes of the Mustang, and
You got this.
you really have to only gonna get the best out of one of those cars with the higher models, whereas even this base model is a pretty damn good performing car. Mustang looks great and it's really good in a straight line, and they've done wonders with their V8 engines and the like, but yeah, it's only really the top of the line models that really perform great in all areas, whereas even this base car does pretty much all of that. And the Challenger is just a straight line beast, but it's nothing else going for it whatsoever outside of the looks, because that car weighs way too much no matter which version you get in, and yeah, it just doesn't handle as well for the corners. Surprised I've only put the older 2012 version of the Challenger on as well. No Hellcat, no Demon. Although I think the Demon might be a reward card for doing something in this game, but yeah, the fact that they're not just in the base game ready to buy off the shelf is just kind of ludicrous, to be honest. And the kind of cars you'd expect to be in a game like this. But regardless, despite no upgrades, we got the win. But we will definitely upgrade it for the next race, so yeah, quicker slap as well, even though it was dirty. But I don't even think if we remove the little bit of advantage I got in that dirty lap, or even add on the penalty that I got as well, wouldn't make much of a difference in terms of my lap time. So yeah, got another Mustang, got a Mustang in second and another Camaro in third. So yeah, and the Challengers way down the bottom. I think the highest Challenger was what, 15th, which is not particularly good. So yeah, I certainly won't have to worry about those in any of these races, I believe. Right, what parts have we been gifted? Rim size, tyre width, anti-sway bars, tyre compound. Okie dokie. Right. Let's move on to the second race, give us some extra performance. The limit is only B class, so in this we do not have that much in the way of PI to play with. Usually it's one class above. We'll improve the rear tyres. And we'll give it a little bit of extra horsepower. Can't do that. Can't do that. Adds about £40, but gives us 8 extra horsepower. I don't think that's really worth it, to be honest. Don't think we do any really other upgrades, to be honest. Brakes. Oh, we don't have enough CP points. God damn it. Right, we'll just do the front tyre width once. No, we can't. That could take us into a new PI. Right, that's fine then. Let's leave it at that, since we can practically do nothing else. Got patchy fog on this one. Don't think we've had adverse conditions on this track yet, so see what it's like. But I do really rather like this track, so I'm glad it's in the game.
Track temps can reach over 130 degrees here on a hot, humid day.
I don't think we're going to be getting those kind of temperatures with this foggy weather. The whole convoluted aspect of skipping the practice, driving into the pits, waiting for the cutscene to end, waiting, pointless cutscene, cutscene. Why do we need cutscenes in a racing game? We just don't. There's just no need. We're not, Formula 1 or anything where we're jacking the car up and, swapping tyres and whatnot out.
As you get more comfortable racing in Builder's Cup, you may want to experiment with your difficulty and assists to help you hone your racecraft.
Why is it not giving me projections anymore? I don't know. Let's go down to 15th. See if get more of a challenge that way. How many laps? 5. Yes. Don't need 3 times that. Go race. Right, let's see what wider rear tyres does. And a little bit of extra power. See? Oh Lord. Bit of paint swapping there. Made it work slightly. Why is anyone braking on that bit? I do not know. Definitely feels a bit more stable with these bigger rear tyres, which is helpful. The suspension is still a little bit on the soft side. Just wish I had a bit more PI to play with, because yeah, we only have a couple more to get any upgrades on, and we're not going to be able to do much, really. Maybe we'll just do the brakes, because that might be the more important thing than suspension or anything else. Brakes are not the best. Now we've got extra speed on the go. It's going to be hard to catch up by the looks of things. Of mistakes that we really shouldn't have done, and it took a while to break through the pack. That's a good place to overtake, that is. am in favour of these more championship-based races on career. Only issue is that they're a bit too restrictive, a bit too focused on one thing or another, rather than just letting you race what you want more freely. And I wouldn't mind these specific kinds of championships if we had a much wider variety of vehicles to choose from. But the fact is, with a reduction in not only cars over Forza Motorsport 7, but technically Forza Horizon 5, we're yeah, not exactly stuck for choice for cars. Not my fault, thank you. He's the one that went off-roading and then couldn't gather it back up again. And although he did say we collided, I did not feel that at all for the controls, so... What's going on there? At least get onto the podium position, I'll be fine with that. Speed, come on, catch up.
Last lap.
I've beat a fellow Camaro to get to third. Why brake there? That is the stupidest thing. Quite clear on a wide open part of the track that it's full throttle and yet. Well, let's settle for third. I'm fine with that. Which is pretty much as many places behind first as we knocked ourselves down from at the start, but
Well done.
that's the way it goes.
We finished P3.
What's that going to do for our points? Yeah, we're slipped down back by 1, 2 points behind the Mustang now, so let's move on to the third and final race for this episode, and then yeah, we'll do the final 2 in the next one, and then maybe we'll even start in something else, because yeah, this is 6 races for some reason, despite the fact that we're in more powerful cars now, which will naturally go around a track faster. Makes no sense to me, but That's the way it goes. Right. Brakes. Ah, the limit has increased now. But we don't have that much to play with in terms of CP points anyway, so... Well, I'll do what I wanted. Oh no, I can't. Run out of money. Ah. Front tyre width then. We'll go all the way up and that will increase our handling somewhat. Don't know why the limit has suddenly increased, but not going to argue with that. If it'll actually load. This has been a major glitch in this game, or bug, or error, or whatever you want to call it. This will just go round and round and round forever. I don't see how. You know, you're only applying upgrades, you're only on single player, you're not online or anything like that. And yet it does this, and I think it's doing it now. It's the stupidest thing. How can you release a game after 3 years or so of development and still have it doing stupid things like this? Makes no sense. So yeah, we're going to have to quit out and apply those upgrades again once we've started the game once more. And I'm leaving this in just to make a point about how stupid it is for a game to have that kind of a bug. In a game where you're constantly upgrading cars, numerous different cars for numerous different races, to have a bug like that pretty much kills your game because you can't do anything at all while it spins around is moronic. You'd think they'd test that out before releasing a game like this, but apparently not. Oh, don't tell me it's... See, it's lost my entire part of that race that I just did as well. That is impossibly stupid. Right, fine. Episode's end here. I'll do the Homestead-Miami again in my own time, and then we'll start off with whatever race is the next one. Because I'm not doing that again for you guys, and yeah, I ain't got the time to be doing another race like that once more. So yeah, not gonna end it there. For whatever reason, that is the stupidest thing ever for a game not to save after finishing a race, but that's the way it goes sometimes when you have games that are clearly been rushed out. Nonetheless, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.